So I know we got super spicy yesterday, so we're gonna keep it mild today. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm trying to do on and off. I'm just gonna do a super classic glam. Well, my version. I feel like everyone's version is different, so I really have a hard time naming and labeling looks. So I'm gonna do my very more simple classic glam. By the way, Drawer Cosmetics did give me a code SPICY, to get a discount on this. I'm actually not making any money off of it. The code is just for y'all, but I wanted to tell y'all. And just a heads up, tomorrow we are going to be doing a wear test with the Patrick Ta and the House Labs. So I will have a white line on my face, but we'll finish the rest of my face. Okay, just want y'all to know. Tomorrow's a wear test, so I can't do the full tutorial. So when I think of my super classic glam, just my most classic, I think of MAC Soft Brown. It's what it is. We're gonna grab that on an E28, see how much I picked up there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and press this into my socket. Now, sometimes you'll see me flip my brush towards the ceiling, and this time I'm not, because I'm going to go back and clean up that lid space anyways, because I want a touch of definition, not a cut crease, but I do want a touch of definition. That's such a classic transition color. So I'm just gonna keep tapping that out until it starts to transition towards the brow bone. Another reason I'm not really worrying too much about getting it on my lid is because it's a very neutral color. It's a transition. If I was using a black or anything deeper than this, I would want more control, and that's where I would have the product on the one side and press it in there. But this is a very quick way to just lay down that color and transition it. It's really fast. So that's going to be enough in the crease. We're just going to clean this up. I'm using whatever was left here in the C31. Just tap that along. Now I'm going to grab the shade All That Glitters. Who remembers this one? And I'm going to grab quite a bit of that because I want to make sure I set this eye base very quickly. And I'm going to take it and I'm just going to press it and pull it across my lid. This isn't a cut crease. Wow, that's gorgeous. This isn't a cut crease, so I'm not going to worry about any kind of definition. Just press it and then pull it. And I'm also going to leave this space because I am going to do liner. Do you see how I'm leaving that bare? That's really going to help the liner go on top. Even if you have the blackest of black liner and you try to put it over a shimmer, it will betray you. Whenever you try to take black liner on top of any kind of shimmer, it's going to mix in and then your liner won't be as dark as it could be. So now we're just going to take Sheila. Sheila's my little precious makeup towel that never lets me down, in case you're new here to the IG family. And if you're not into harsh lines, we're just going to take the side of the brush and we're just going to lightly tap. In fact, I'm going to hold the brush farther back so I even have a lighter touch but more control. I'm going to take that and just lightly diffuse. Don't swipe back and forth. That's going to be too much. Just some light tapping will kind of melt that into our transition shade. So when I think classic glam, I think wing liner. I know that you might not, but I do. And I love it, especially with champagne shadow like this. I feel like this is still one of my favorite champagne eyeshadows. I'm using my Valentino Beauty liner. Look at how precise that is. And my favorite part is that when I take it over this way, notice that it stays where I'm drawing it and it doesn't bleed. It's not going into the tiny little lines in my eye. Look at that precision. And then we just fill it in. So I loved the lashes so much that I tried yesterday. The ones from my friend Lewis. And I want to wear them again today. And I just knew they'd be perfect with this look. Look at how pretty these are. So as most of you know, and if you don't, I normally don't use primers. I just let my skincare act as my primer. I let my skin prep grip that makeup. But I will say recently, a lot of brands have been introducing so much skincare into their primers, into foundations, into BB creams, and I love that. skincare is what we need in our makeup and primers. So this is a primer from Peace Out, and it's their Instant Pore Perfector. I've used this once and I really, really liked it. Hyaluronic acid, niacinamide. I talk about niacinamide. I love it. And then mushroom extract. So let me throw things. So this is going to help with just kind of smooth everything and have our makeup grip. So I have it here on my Anissa Beauty All Over Care Brush, and I'm going to focus most of it in the center for now. I like the way it feels. I like how it kind of just blurred through there, but didn't take down that glow. I want to be blurred, but I don't want my glow to disappear. Feels very nice. Let's wait for it to dry down. I feel like with primers, we used to just get a silicone-based one and just kind of cover it for the moment, but the ones with skincare actually help in the long run. And that's why I'm always talking about skincare. I don't want a quick fix. We want something that is going to work in the moment and work later. I'm going to use my House Labs foundation. I really like this foundation. I took it to New York and I wore it most of the time. It's really beautiful. And I did a wear test, that's on my page, but I'm going to do the comparison between that and the Patrick Ta tomorrow. Since they're both the same finish and coverage, I feel like it'll be a fair kind of standoff. Also, remember my face is lighter than my body. I don't have to tell you all that anymore, I'm sure. I am going to use C41 because they're back in stock. See, I swear. Sometimes I feel bad because I don't want to misguide you. But I do want you to know that I'm matching my neck. And also, you kind of have to give a foundation at least 3 minutes to dry before you can tell. I absolutely love this concealer still. In fact, when I was in New York, I forgot my concealer, so I went and bought this one. I love it. I'm going to grab an E29 and I'm just going to tap that in. Do you know what I forgot that I really, really love? This powder from Glam. This is the shade Bisque. We're going to pick this up on a puff, even that out on the back of my hand, like always. And I'm just going to press this in. It's so smoothing. I used to use this quite often and it's so affordable. And I just picked it up again. They just sent over a fresh one. And I forgot how much I like it. It's so good. Now I'm just going to take whatever's left on the puff and I'll set the center of my face. And since I'm just going to do powders, I'm going to work this in more of it. I'll do it off camera. But since I'm just going to do powders, I'm just going to take what's left and set where we're going to place all of the powder blush and powder bronzer. I'm going to use this L'Oreal bronzer. This is the shade medium and I'm using a C40. And I know this is a very pigmented bronzer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it here first since it kind of hides too much product there, because applying too much here right at first, that's not what we want. We want to be able to build. And I know this is a very pigmented bronzer. That's going to be bronzy enough for me. I'm going to really try to just tap in, just one little tap. I would rather tap in a couple times than have to deal with way too much bronzer on my face. Wow, that looks really pretty. Back into the MAC Soft Brown and an E27. Just a little bit of definition under here. I think we need all that glitters in our inner corner. So pretty. Honestly, these blushes, I keep going back to them. I love them so much, so much. RMS Beauty really did the thing with these. Look at how pretty that is. And we can build it up. And it just gives the most beautiful glow without being highlighter. Stunning. I love these. I'm going to do Wherever Walnut, Make It Forever Artist Color Pencil. So pretty, right? And I want to use this Stila Plumping Glaze. Look at how pretty that is. I hope it's that pretty. Oh, excuse me while I sit here for 2 hours doing this. Be right back. Okay, it didn't take as long as I thought it would. Ooh, what a spicy fall color. Ooh, I like how pigmented it is. I didn't think I'd like it this much. That's gorgeous. So gorgeous. There you have it. There's my classic glam. I like it. I am now going to run to the grocery store and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to film content for one of my favorite brands. It's a wonderful day. I'll definitely save this to my highlights, and remember tomorrow is going to be that comparison wear test. Tonight, I don't know what I'm posting, but it'll be fun and I'll see you in the comments there. I love you so much.